Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another one. Footy Talk settings. Thursdays and that. Marv, what you telling me, bro?
What's good, bro? You
All
know,
good,
my
man.
thing glitched, you know? It literally was on, it said 309 on the camera, and then it just showed up. I was literally voiced at you saying, "But there's something with this computer."
Nah,
And
it's fine. I could see you the whole time, bro. I don't know.
That's why I look so shocked.
See, now it jumped out. Yeah, that's back in. Yeah, bro, I could see you the whole time in the back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's calm. You know the ones
what's
there,
good,
bro.
Anyway, how you doing,
I'm
man?
good, bro. I'm blessed. What you telling me, bro? It's been a minute, bro. Like, man, I ain't spoken to you since the Brexit. I ain't spoken to you since you man left Europe, blood. I swear down. I ain't, bro. Yeah, man, I ain't spoken to you lot since then. You get me? Since then, Declan Rice has been nominated for Player of the Season, even though he's had like 3 good games. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's been good this season, though.
I don't know, bro.
All right. I was going to ask you. I was actually going to message you. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Your team of the season. Like, who would you put in your team of the season? Like your starting 11.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Immediate bangers, yeah. All right, cool. All right. Who are we going for? Well, bro, Liverpool won the league, so it's probably
Yeah.
their goalkeeper.
You think so?
Who's better than Allison in the league?
I think Sales had a good year for Forest.
Yeah.
I thought Ray has been good this year as well.
I think Forest have had a good season based on the fact that they park the bus every fucking week, bro. You know them. Nottingham Forest play with 8 men behind the ball, blood, maybe 9 in it. So I can't lie. Any goalkeeper is gonna do well in that Nottingham Forest team, bro. If you know football, you know, yeah, like he's not facing that many shots because them man don't leave their own half, bro. Like, they're awful to watch. So
But you know what's mad? I
don't
think they've
know
had
how much-
injuries though. To
I don't know
degree,
how much of that is down to him being a good goalkeeper and a lot to do with the defense in front of him. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
I don't think
argue the
Forest
same
are
about
trying to win
Liverpool.
games.
Someone could argue the same about Liverpool. That they've had a good defense. Virgil, Kanate, Gravenberch, McAllister. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got a good unit, so that always teams with good defenses are Arsenal, Liverpool, maybe a Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Teams with like a good defense. Their keeper's not always called into action. City as well, to a degree. They've had a bad season, but so it's when they're called into action, how do they react? To be fair, Alisson's one of the best keepers on a 1v1.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I mean. But
What? No.
Hi, brother. Listen, you know, hey there, blood. He can go in the ambulance FC, bro. Hospital FC, bro. 11. I'm telling you, that guy is a fucking grenade, blood. I'm telling you, he's awful. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you got Alisson in goal. So who's your left back and right back?
you could argue that for right back, you got Olaena, yeah,
He
who
had a good season.
it's been a breakthrough season for him, probably been a breakout season for him. Do you know what I mean? At left back, Kirkes at Bournemouth is a shout.
Yeah, definitely.
What's his name? Robinson at Fulham's a shout. Lewis Skelly's also a shout. Even though he didn't start the season for you lot, has he? Cucurella's a shout as well. Hey, this is mad.
Yeah. Cucurella's been. I think Cucurella grew. Cucurella grew. I think after the Euros, because remember before that he was dead.
Yeah,
People were like, he's not good.
He's grown into the season, bro.
And he had a great Euros for Spain.
Mm.
And then when he came back to Chelsea, he started to grow. But it's interesting. I wouldn't have put him in there though. I get what you mean though. But for me, I think Robertson,
yeah,
the guy at Bournemouth has been good.
Yeah, Kirkes has been good.
Kirkes has been good.
But
I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of Liverpool supporters diss Robinson, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, he's not the same Robinson that he was before. But I feel like he's still like you can rely on, man. He does make mistakes, yeah, but he's still a good left back, bro.
Yeah, you know what it is, but you know what it is for me. Why I'm leaning more towards Cucurella is because I think at one point he was even the top scorer. Man was scoring goals and that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I can't lie. I think Cucurella's a shout. I think Kirkes is an obvious choice because a couple seasons he's been getting linked with bigger clubs, and I think he's a good player. Man, but I don't know, bro. But I would go more towards Cucurella just because of where Chelsea are probably going to end up. They're probably going to end up in the top 4, and he's been one of their best players. He's probably been top 3 best players for them. Do you know what I mean? So I think he edges it just because of where Chelsea are going to finish and the part that he's played in it. But like, bro,
Bournemouth have beat every single big team though.
Yeah, bro, it's not easy, bro. I can't lie. Kirkes has been bloody good.
They've beat Arsenal. I think they might beat us twice. I think they beat City. I think they beat Liverpool. They drew Liverpool. I think they beat Liverpool. Or they drew with Liverpool. No, they should have beat Liverpool. Liverpool beat them in early on in the season. I don't know. I don't know if the other game they beat them. They beat everyone. I think they beat Newcastle. They beat everyone, bro. But I think you see them teams there. A lot of teams beat the big teams and they'll lose to
the teams around them, innit? Because the thing is, they start well. Like,
what's happened there?
With Bournemouth, like Bournemouth had a good 2/3 of the season, and then the last bit they're starting to kind of taper off to.
Yeah. A lot of these teams, I think, is the season. That's why you have to realize that the best teams, their level of fitness is out of this world. Because when it gets towards the end of the season, these teams. Because remember, think about it, Liverpool, Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal, maybe. I say those two, and City. Those teams, although they've got a bigger squad, brother, most of their players are playing in bare tournaments, bare competitions. They're playing FA Cup, they're playing this cup, they're playing Champions League, they're playing Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of these teams like Bournemouth's, they're playing once a week, bro. The odd FA Cup game, whatever, not in the Forest, and they're still getting burnout. You're like, bro, there's
no, but I think it's the mental fatigue. It's not the physical fatigue because they play less games, isn't it? But you know, it's the mental fatigue, and also it's the pressure, bro. Because it's all well and good when you're playing with no pressure, but once you put a string of wins together, and then all of a sudden people are saying, "Yo, can Bournemouth make Europe?" Right? Bournemouth always a tough game. Now teams are expecting you to perform, and it's a different level of responsibility. And I feel like Forest died as soon as people expected Forest to win games.
But I think the problem with Forest as well, they got injuries as well. Like Iona, the injury to him, Wood, the injury to Wood. There's a few injuries that were key to a couple of players that I think they just lost their way, man. And also, as you said, once players,
they shouldn't be drawing with Leicester, though. You know what I mean? Regardless of injuries, like Leicester are already down. They shouldn't be drawing with Leicester City. That's ridiculous. That should never happen, regardless.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
So. I'm not really.
So you're saying Cucurella at your left back?
I'd have Cucurella for sure. I would. Centre back. I don't know. Howson's had a good season. And he's getting a move to Real Madrid. It looks like another player from one of the smaller teams.
I want to talk about that later as well about some of these transfers, man. But
yeah. There's him. Bro, it's hard to look past Verge because they've won another league.
So you know what's mad when people judge players, yeah? I'm like, what do people look for? Are you looking for a player that was a standout player in the league in general or a standout player for their team? Because there's a lot of players, for example, that like Gibbs White, stand out for Nottingham Forest, Iona, Wood, but then you've also got Isaac, for Newcastle, you got Bruno. For Newcastle, you got Joe Linton. You got bare players, but it's like, are we looking at the players that in the league mashed up the league in general? Or are we looking at players that had great seasons for their individual teams? You know what I'm saying?
I would more side towards players that have had a great season, individual season, because there's certain players, their level's so high, they're going to be good every season. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'll point out someone like Hausen or Milinkovic or something like that, because to a certain degree, we know what Gabriel is now. Like, we know that Gabriel is going to be good every season, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but is that fair though?
No, it's not fair. But bro, at the end of the day, like, brother, if we don't do it if we don't do it my way and we do it your way, we'll just pick the best 11 players in the league.
But I think that, but that should be. I get what you're saying. So
there's going to be the same team every year, really. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Virgil and Gabriel, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
I get it, but I think people should maybe do it two ways, where they say, all right, then, who has been the breakout Premier League 11 and the best 11? Because like that, to me, that means that like man can't put Saliba in there, Gabby in there, Van Dijk in there.
I think you can, but I think that you have to be balanced, though. You know what I mean? I think you have to be balanced at the same time. You can put them in there, but at the same time, for me, I'm looking at it like players that play for lesser teams, and help them to overachieve. For me, they've had a better season than players that we know their level. They've got better players around them, and they finish where they're kind of supposed to finish. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, if you're Ola Aina or something like that, and even though they're probably not going to make Champions League football, the fact that they were in a running for Champions League football, based on how he was playing, and he was one of the prominent players. Yeah, he was one of the most prominent players in the team. So straight away, you have to get an honourable mention. Do you know what I'm saying? When you look at Bournemouth overachieving, and you look at the players that were involved in that, do you know what I'm saying? You have to give these men an honourable mention because you performed at a level that had your team outperforming what everyone thought you could do, innit? Do you know what I mean? So these players have to get a mention. And then obviously there's still space in the team here for your players that just did what they were supposed to do, like your Virgils. Do you know what I'm saying? He's won the league. So if I got to choose between a Virgil van Dijk and a Gabriel or a Saliba, I'm going to choose Verge because he won the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's all. But Gabriel and Saliba still fit into the same category as Virgil, where they're man are of a level that we expect now. Do you know what I mean? Someone like a Ryan Gravenberch, the reason why he's got to be in there is because at the start of the season, last season he was out of contention. He weren't playing, and he stepped into a Liverpool team that they said needed Zubimendi. They didn't have a 6. The manager turned him into a 6, and they won the league. So he has to be there. Do you get what I'm saying? He has to be there now because he's exceeded expectations for himself, and he's helped his team win a trophy. The title, even.
I hear that, but if you look at someone like Gabby, for example, Gabby, we expect him to be good, but everyone was talking about Saliba last year. Everyone was like Saliba.
No, but that's Arsenal fans. I think non-Arsenal fans understood that Gabriel, for me, Gabriel was carrying him and not the other way around, But Arsenal fans are in love with Saliba, bro, and they have been for many years.
But the thing is, you see Saliba on the eye test, Saliba looks, it's like Van Dijk and Konate. Same thing.
You're right.
That Van Dijk look on the eye test, Van Dijk looks like, oh my God. Whereas
Konate's physicality and his pace complements Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk gets exposed more if Konate is not playing. Do you know what I'm saying? So
and also Gabby added bare goals to his game this year. There was a point in time where Gabby
been scoring from set pieces for a minute though. Like last couple
but this season was different, bro. Like remember last season, people weren't scared of Arsenal set pieces. Like this year, when Gabby was on the pitch, a set piece was like people like I saw certain players kicking it off for throwing. They'd rather a throw-in than a corner, bro.
Yeah.
Because it got to a point where like Saka and Gabby was like, then people started calling us Stoke.
Yeah, but now you man are even doing the throw-ins. You know what I mean? So like it is what it is, isn't it? With Thomas Partey, blood. I see my man lining up doing fucking javelin and that, bro, in the Champions League, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Anytime you can have a dig, I've noticed.
Hey, bro, it's the truth, blood. We watched the game. Do you know what I mean? There was millions of people watching that game. You saw Thomas Partey taking throw-ins from both sides, blood. Man can't tell me that went off the training.
Yeah, but the maddest thing is those throw-ins we nearly scored from 2 of them, though.
But you see what I'm trying to say, bro? You man ain't even ashamed. I hear it. You know what I mean?
Why should I be ashamed of throw-ins, bro?
Hey, brother, man brought the Hackney Marshes to the Champions League, bro. Like I never seen it, bro. You know what I mean? But it's one of them ones where like I think man have to rate Gabriel's thing. And like you said, the goals that he's added to his game, bro. John Terry was one of them centre-backs where when man was growing up, John Terry was getting you 8 goals a season, bro, from set pieces. Like,
important goals as well.
Yeah, big goals and that. And like when a centre-back can add those to his game, bro, they become mad important, bro. So it's one of them ones, I think, in terms of ability, if I was doing a Premier League 11, like best players in the league, the best team in the league, he makes my left centre-back, no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? He makes that, like, no issue. So it's just one of them ones. Like, if man was doing it of pure ability, it would be him and Van Dijk.
So you're saying, but in your team, you'll put Mikalenko in there?
I think Milinkovic and Howson are 2 players here that they're at smaller teams. I think that they've been standout players for their teams. I'm not saying that they're better than the other 2. I wouldn't necessarily put them as a pairing. I'd put Virgil with one of them because I think that Virgil's won the title. So man cannot not put Virgil in there. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's captain of the title winning team. So I'd go for Van Dijk and someone else. Do you know what I mean? And I swear Gabriel's injured for you, man, now, isn't he?
Yeah, he tore his hamstring.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But now he's a top player. He's a top player, man. Mario's also a shout. Do you know what I mean? He's had a good season as well. Do you know what I mean? But Howson's Madrid bound, and this is a breakout season for him. He's getting a move to Real Madrid off the back of it. So, do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where he'll be in a lot of people's shout for like young player of the season, even though I don't even know if he's nominated.
Madrid are in the mud right now because remember they got the Club World Cup and they've got bare people injured. Yeah, so they need players like
tomorrow, blood. They need that. So. Yeah, man, it's interesting defensively, man. But he is nominated for Young Player of the Season as well.
So who's your right back?
The right back is Olaino.
Oh, so I thought you said left back. Olaino. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no, left back. Left backs between Kirkes and Cucurella. I say Cucurella. Shades that. Do you know what I mean? In terms of midfield, I think Gravenberch's got to be in there. I think Caicedo's got to be in there because he's been unreal this season. Every time I watch Chelsea play, he's always one of the best players. I can't remember the last time he's had a bad game, to be honest. I don't really see Caicedo have bad games. And it's hard to say that about any player in the league. I'll be honest. Tonali's been fucking unreal as well. Like, bro, midfield's hard, man. I can't lie. It is. It is, bro. I can't even lie, bro.
McAllister's been solid as well. McAllister's been
He has
amazing.
been solid, bro. He has been solid.
Goals and that, just work rate, everything. McAllister's, him and Gravenberg, I'm not going to lie. Them two have to be in it for me. And then the other midfielder, I'm going to give it to either Rice or maybe Bruno at Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle's a trio. The Tonali,
yeah, exactly. But I think Tonali's the best one.
And then,
I think Tonali's the best one.
Yeah, but I feel like beginning of the season, Tonali wasn't on form. Like, as in, he grew into the team.
Yeah, because he hadn't been playing for a while. Remember, he was on the bench.
Yeah. So I'll say just off of the longevity of the season, Bruno was the ever present in that midfield. So I'll give it to him for. So I think it'll be at a Rice and Bruno for me.
No, that's fair. Do you know what I mean?
Or Gibbs White's a shout as well.
I think Gibbs White's had an okay season, but I don't think he gets into team of the season for me. I think Tielemans has had a very good season, bro, as well. But I can't look past Caicedo and Tonali. They have to play. And Gravenberg, for me, again, like them man were talking about, oh, we need Zubimendi, we need a 6. The manager was like, yo, I don't rate this Endo you. We're just gonna try a thing with Gravenberg, and then it just fucking cooked, bro. You know what I'm saying? It cooked all the way to a title. So it's one of them ones where, like, you've saved your team a lot of money, bro. You know what I mean? And helped them win a title. Like, that's got to mean something. That's got to mean something. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. It's hard not to have those players. I think for Liverpool, I think that he's been the most important player for Liverpool in the sense that if the manager doesn't solve that number 6 conundrum and he has to play Endo, it could be a different season, bro.
Yeah.
Completely different season, you know. Like, he's literally solved a big problem for that manager. And he was just there anyway. And that was a player that wasn't being used before. So it's almost like a new signing for them. So I don't know. I think that his impact on Liverpool will go under the radar, innit? I think Liverpool fans appreciate him, but
a lot of them have been. I know a lot of Liverpool fans, and they've been saying about Gravenberg has been amazing still.
Yeah, they appreciate him. Do you know what I mean? But I think fans outside of Liverpool probably don't realize how sideways it could have gone for Liverpool, yeah, if they had to play Endo there all season. Now, I don't think they win the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's interesting. Like, attack-wise, Isak is the talk of the town. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them. He scored loads of goals, but then so was Mbeumo. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you've got Mbeumo, you got Salah. If we're just going off goals, do you know what I mean? You think who are the top scorers in the league? Isak, Mbeumo, Salah have to be up there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wood had a good season as well.
Chris Wood's had a good one, and Chris Wood, and also Cunha as well has had a good season, output wise.
Wizards have been all right as well.
Yeah, bruv, he's been sick. Do you know what I mean? Him and Mbeumo together, like Thomas Frank is cooking up something over there. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been cooking up something over there. I can't lie. This season for attackers, yeah, I think, yeah, how meaty the attackers are, yeah, kind of sums up the level of this league right now and how shit it's been, you know. I can't lie. When we're looking at the attackers, look at the names I'm mentioning. No disrespect to any of them. Do you know what I mean? But the likes of the Visas, the Mbuemos, the Cunhas and stuff like that, these men are at the elite, like the top level of the Prem. And it's like, bro, these men don't get nowhere near, yeah, like some of the Prem races that we've had, like Golden Boot races. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are good 2 tiers below what we're used to seeing.
Even when Harry Kane was here, and then he scored like 30. I don't think he won the boot that year. Someone else won it. But I'm saying there was like bare people. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, but it could have been who was it? Like, but bro, I swear Aubameyang's won one, hasn't he?
I can't remember, man. There was one season where Aubameyang, Mane, and Salah all won the Golden Boot at the same year.
Yeah, they had to share it. Yeah.
Then there was one where him and Son. It was Son, Salah,
Oh, Son's always on a mad one, yeah.
and someone else. That's interesting though. That like I feel like football's changed because you see Hoyland. What's his name? Bournemouth. His name. Not
Yeah,
Hoyland.
Hoyson, yeah.
Hoyson, yeah.
Yeah.
That would never happen before. Because to play for Real Madrid, you've got to be the best player in your league, not the best player in your team, the best player in your league. Like, remember, they wanted like, obviously you get like the Woodgates.
They would have been trying to get Saliba or Gabriel.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or Van Dijk or Konate, whereas football's changed to the degree where like anyone can go anywhere now. Like, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't work anymore. Like back in the day, it was like, no, we want the best defenders, the best midfielders, the best attackers. So they would have looked at Salah, they would have looked at Saliba, and they would have looked at maybe like a Gravenberch or someone like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas now,
bro, I think low key Real Madrid ain't got no money, bruv. Like, hear me out. You know them ones there. Like, I feel like Real Madrid are them man there that are stunting like they got bread here, but they ain't got bread. Like, you know them man are living on. But them man are living on credit. You know them ones. I reckon that 50 mil is not a 50 mil up front. You know them ones. It's a 50 mil over 10 years and that. I think
they said they're gonna pay 2027 is when they pay the 50 mil or something like that.
They're not paying that money, bro. That's coming in little installments, my brother. I swear it down. Because if you deep it, yeah, look how long Real Madrid, yeah, have been doing the little bookie thing. Run down your contract and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Man saying it's 3 installments of 50 mil. Do you know what I mean? Now, come on, brother. You know what I mean? Like, and then telling Trent on a free, and Mbappe on a free. All these free things, blood. I reckon all these 80 mils and 90 mils are catching up to these, man, bro. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I think that these men are smiling like they got bread, but really, it's a credit thing. I really don't think them man got money like we think they got money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I don't think they got money like we think we got money, bro. I think they're hemorrhaging things, bro.
And they're paying big bread over there as well,
bro. But you can pay big bread if you don't pay for players. It's smart. Do you know what I mean? Think about it. Same with Bilbao as well. The reason why they can pay big wages because they don't pay for players, because they get all the players from the region on the little free thing, and then they can pay big wages. So Real Madrid can have inflated wage bill because they're not spending money on these players, bro. So it balances itself out. Do you see what I'm saying? Because like even with the Trent thing, yeah, they got Trent on a free, yeah, and how they're doing it is his actual base salary is not even that high. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not that high. I think their base salary is low, and then I think they're paying him like a lump sum, but over years as well. So I think they're gonna say, "Yo, we'll give you 10 million, but we'll pay it over 5 years." Look at 2 million a year thing. Do you know what I mean? It's all cordoned off and that. It is smart, but I genuinely don't think that the cash is there like people think it's there, bro. I don't believe it is. Like 50 million, and we'll pay it in a couple years, over 3 years and that. What? I don't believe the bread's there like that. Do you know what I mean? I think that the Bellingham signing and all these other signings, yeah, have meant they can't move that way. Same with Arsenal. You lot dropped 100 and something million on Rice, and since then you barely spent any money, bro. Like that definitely hit you in the pockets, bro. It did. Like no one's talking about it. Like Arsenal fans thought, what? We can drop 100 million every season. That's how they were talking. But the reality is you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
remember FPL, innit?
Yeah, the FFP, yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of teams are aware of FFP in terms of the revenue coming in, the revenue coming out. So I feel like once Arsenal spent 100 mil, we have to have a certain amount of credit coming back in. But remember, Chelsea keep doing all these things, and then FIFA keep
doing the hotel bookie.
But because of Chelsea, yeah, the FIFA's, you know, like every time Chelsea get away with something, FIFA like, swear, stop that. Because remember the whole 8-year contract and paying overtime, they stopped that. Then they got another thing where they got like a holdings hotel or something, a holdings company that bought or paid for something else that put money in, but it's the same company. Like, yeah, Bowley's moving mad over there still.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like when I look at it, I think it's not just Real Madrid. I think most of these teams ain't got bread like that, yeah, apart from teams like City who are state-owned. You know them ones. It's not the club's money.
Yeah, but they got to be careful though, because they can't while out, because it still has to be some form of financial fair play. Whereas when they first took over City, their man was spending bread like it was nothing, because there was no FPP back then, or FFP, whatever. Whereas it was brought in because it was unfair because certain teams were just getting these owners that were just spending bread like it was nothing. So I feel like City are financially stable in terms of they can never go bankrupt.
I don't even think that they done it because it was unfair. My thing is, FFP keeps the elitism in football, bro, because it stops small teams with small fan bases doing like what Wrexham are doing. You know them ones. Like you got Ryan Reynolds bought Wrexham, Fucking Deadpool owns Wrexham, blood. I think them man are going up to the Championship now. You know them.
Promoted 3 seasons in a row.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what FFP will stop that. Because once he gets there, if he does manage to get to the Prem, their fan base is so small, there are going to be restrictions on what they can spend. FFP, I believe, doesn't count below. Is it below the Championship, guys, or is it below the Prem? Or maybe in the Champ it doesn't it's not effective either. Like once he gets into the Prem, he won't be able to spend like that no more. He actually won't be able to.
But apparently they don't spend like that in terms of because they've got like this.
No, but it's the equivalence. It's the equivalence though to what everyone else is paying. It might not seem like a lot, but
but I've heard when I was speaking to someone else, they were telling me that they don't spend on players like that, as in like because they've got this whole social media thing going on, they offer players like a different kind of like contract, where it's like
it might be
buying to you be like, do you know what I'm saying? Not famous, but like buying to this dream and whatever. And maybe I don't know how they pay them, but they don't really pay for their players. They pay them wages, but they don't actually pay for them up front. It's kind of like they do some next thing.
No, but obviously, like they don't need to listen. It's easy for them to attract players because they're a brand now. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that players, if they go there, it's like just like in non-league, you got hashtag United and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and they were owned by YouTubers, and then what's his name? The Chelsea player invested. He bought like half the club. And then it's one of them things where players know if you go there, there's going to be a social media presence. You're more likely to get scouted there because man's games are streamed on YouTube and all these other things. So certain man will go there because they understand that the brand of the club, it's a good place to market yourself. It's good for your brand. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's good for sponsorship deals. It's good for other things. So they are a very attractive outfit.
And be a part of history as well, because to be fair, like it's being documented in terms. This is like one of the first teams like that, and also to get promotion 3 years in a row is insane, bro.
Yeah. No, Aspilicueta bought hashtag. He's got 50% ownership.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So he owns the club. He's 50% owner, Aspi. So because of that as well, they got a mad cash injection. Like they got bread, and then they've got a social media presence. So it's one of them things where if you go to a team like that, you know that you're gonna be put on a good platform. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how they'll entice players to come in. Like even with fucking, for instance, the MLS, apparently they offered Messi his own fucking franchise and Apple stocks and shit to go play there. You know them ones. It's not money, bro. Like you can't offer Messi money. He's got so much money. Money ain't nothing to man. You have to offer man equity and something now.
But apparently that deal's backfired though, because they thought the ratings would be like solid, but the ratings are not where they are. People don't care about the MLS like that. And also, I think he gets image rights. Every time his image is used, he gets paid. I think he gets a share of the tickets, sales. He gets stupid bread over there. Yeah. But it's to the point, I don't know if you've seen some of the referees are dodgy. Some of the decisions, I'm like, but a man touches Messi, Messi goes down. I see Messi doing this. Give him a card, and the referee will give a card. I'm like, bro, this brother's power is different. Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it? Like Messi signing off that ref checks and that.
Yeah, and I think it's with Messi. If he's vexed with someone and he says that referee's bad, I don't want to ever see a ref ever again.
Yeah, he's gone.
That ref will play in that. I mean, ref.
Yeah, ref's gone. Yeah, bro, ref's gone, bro. Man, P45 for man. I hear it. You know what I mean? So. Them things there are mad, but there's different ways in it. There's different ways to entice people, but the FFP thing stops teams like Newcastle. Newcastle owners are the richest owners in the league, bro. Them man are, I think they might be either, bro, they might be 100 times richer than the Man City owners, blood. I can't lie, bro. I think them Saudis are like 100. They got 100 times more bread than these man. You know, like they got stupid money. Like they're trillionaires, blood. Like no joke. You know them ones. Those are the same man that buying up boxing. They're buying up everything. They bought the golf, the Saudis. They got everything.
They got the
So
snooker.
yeah, they got everything, bro. Like them man there are literally 100 times richer than Man City's owners, and we think that Man City have money. You know them man. Them man make Man City's money look like fucking ashtray money.
But
Do you know what
even
I'm
Chris
saying?
Eubank was saying in the interview that when they sat down with my man, and my man said, how much do you want for the fight? Chris Eubank was like, yeah, he was being shy and that. Chris Eubank said he gave him a figure. Man was like, oh, I can give you more than this, man. Don't just come on, man. I'm like, brother, it's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to ask for a figure.
And they're supposed to try and negotiate down.
Man's telling you, nah, you're too low, my friend. Make higher. Like, what?
Yeah, bro. Listen, when you're in a business meeting, if they don't try and bring your negotiations down, you didn't ask for enough money. You know the way there. If someone agrees first time, you would have been in deals where man say, "Oh, what's your figure?" and that, and you tell them, and they say, "Okay," and it's like, "Right, but I didn't ask for enough." Bro, it happens, bro. Like, man need to try and talk you down, bro. The best negotiations are when both people leave the table kind of feeling like they got bumped a little bit. You know them, man. Like, if one's happy and one's not, you got fucked. You know the way there.
That's got bumped a little bit.
Yeah, bro, 100. You have to leave the negotiation table thinking, bruh, I ain't happy with this, but bro, I can work with it. Both of them need to be feeling like that. That's how good deals are struck, bro.
Man, so you're in the Uber home, you're vexed.
Yeah, bro. You're like, yeah, that's it, bro. Listen, if I ask for anything and they say yep, and I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Man could have gone a lot higher than that. And this is just what it is. So Newcastle, they're man are trillionaires. If we allow Newcastle to do what they can actually do, Newcastle could buy any player on the planet they want in cash. In cash, bro. It's long. That's why FFP don't want Newcastle being the biggest team on the planet. Because that's what would happen. That's the reality, bro. And teams like Man United, who got American owners that don't want to spend, they couldn't compete, bro. Teams like Liverpool couldn't compete. Teams like Arsenal with American owners couldn't compete. We couldn't compete with oil money.
But you know what's mad about
we couldn't compete with that.
Teams like Newcastle and City,
yeah.
People don't realize what they do with certain players. They like on the books, I'll pay you this much, but in reality, I'll pay you this much.
You're an ambassador for this, you're this, that, and the other. But that's what.
So you see, Haaland, I heard his contract is not what it is. Like,
he's on that $500,000 a week or something.
But on paper, it's not that much. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they can do stuff like, we're going to sign you on a free transfer, or we're going to sign you for this amount, but your contract is this, but we're really going to give you this. Or there's an offshore account that we're going to put this amount of money in. Man is signing there, man. You're thinking, well, why my man chose?
That's what happened with Mancini. That's what happened with Mancini. Like, don't think Isak's not on some big money, because, bro, he's still there and he's not pushing for a move either. You know them, man. I know Isak's got like little brown envelope that gets dropped off in a black SUV, blood, every month. Like, there's no two ways about it, bro. Little briefcase and that. Because, bro, it's like, why would he not be trying to get ain't no black man trying to live in Newcastle. You know them way there. So you know he's getting paid handsomely, bro. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, Mancini, apparently, he was getting separate money off the books. When he was managing Man City, he had the off the books little ambassador. He had money that was coming in separate, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all these men are getting money under the table. They're getting money under the table, and FFP stops that from happening, because now you have to show a certain amount of money profit, and I think you can only spend a certain percentage of what you bring in. So if you've got a smaller fan base, you can't spend it, even though you've got the money there.
That's why that's why you sort of trying to get the new stadium, innit? Yeah,
because we can bring in more money, which means we can spend more. But Newcastle couldn't fill 100,000 seater. That's the difference. So PSR will shackle them. PSR for Man United.
What's Newcastle's stadium capacity? Is that what, 50?
Oh, it's big. It'll be like 50, 60, I think. And I'll be about 60, I think. 55, 60. However, they couldn't fill 100,000 seater. Like, not every week. No way. Do you know what I'm saying?
You never know, because you know that Newcastle, there's certain teams in the league that have got.
Bro, they're a one city team, innit? Like, one team city, sorry.
Let me see
do you know what I'm saying? So, but the population of Newcastle's small, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they got. Let me see population of Newcastle.
It's small. You know what I'm saying? If they got a milli there, they're lucky. I don't even think they got a milli there. They got 52k capacity.
Yeah, 307,000.
That's what I mean. Like, fuck all. They ain't filling no 100,000. That mean, bro, what do you mean? You have to put youths in there, bruv. You know the ones that newborn babies in the seats. They're not filling no 100,000.
Put headphones on the baby, bud.
Yeah, that's it. They ain't fitting 100,000. They got 300,000 there. What? So what? 1 in 3 people in the stadium? No chance. You get what I'm saying? They couldn't even do that with away fans. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like London and Manchester. Know what I mean? Maybe Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool could probably fill 100,000. Yeah, not every week, but they could fill 100,000, bro, because they got fans in London and they got fans in other cities. They got fans in other cities in the UK. Liverpool also, not Man United. Man United could fill that just with the locals and tourists, bro. They don't even need the London fans to pull up.
Do you know what I saw? A guy talking about United and Liverpool the other day, yeah, and like I never thought about it like this. But then this Liverpool supporter was saying to this brother, "Oh, Liverpool are the biggest team now because we got 20 titles, yeah."
Now they're the most successful team, yeah.
And the brother was like, "No, you ain't. Man United are the most successful than you." He's gone, "Nah, but we've won the same amount of titles." He's gone, "No, you haven't. United have won 13 Premier League titles. You man won those leagues in the first division where it was just full of English players and there was nobody foreign in the league. You won it when there were teams like Wrexham in there and Oldham Athletic and all these teams. That's when you dominated. Man United have dominated a league when it had Eric Cantona's, it had your Klinsmans.
Yeah, it had the TV money in the new format.
So that's when it was actually the best league, you know, where you had Vialli, all these man. So it was like, arguably, you've actually won 2 Prems. United have won 13. So when he started breaking it down, I was like, do you know what? It's true. Then he was always saying,
it's true.
When you look at figures, you don't look at the first division. Like Alan Shearer is a top Premier League goal scorer, isn't it? You don't take into account
consideration the man them that are playing in metal studs, bro. Yeah,
from the first division, it's all Premier League based. So why is it all the facts and figures are from the Premier League in terms of goals, assists, all this stuff?
It's because it looks good. I'm sure there were players that scored more than Alan Shearer in the 80s. I'm sure there was players that scored more than Alan Shearer's 30 goals because they would have played more games as well in them seasons, probably.
Yeah. So when I heard that, I was thinking, yeah, it's true. So really and truly, on paper, yeah, but I don't get it because this whole thing where like you pull the first division when you want to, but then when it comes to all the goals, figures, and whatever, it's only the Prem. So that means let's talk about just the Prem then.
Now you're right, bro, because that's like saying, right, like I got more money than you, and I start talking about my dad's money and that. You know them one, my dad's money and my mum's money. It's like, bro, that's not your money. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not yours. Like these man, it's a different thing, bro. Like them man are talking about Quayback. Like that don't make no sense. So I get it. It's the same even with Nottingham Forest, bro. Like they're a big club and that, but bro, like man don't care about the Clough thing. Is cool and that, but that's not getting you players now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like man are not signing for Nottingham Forest now because of Brian Clough. Like they're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like respectfully, yeah, that shit that holds no weight now. It holds no weight now. Do you know what I mean? It was cool at the time. It was cool at the time, but it don't hold no weight now. You're 100% right. And this is what it is, bro. Like Liverpool talk about their titles in a different format. It's facts, bro. Do you know what I mean? But you can't tell them man that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reality.
Them titles there, ask most of them, how old are you when this was even going on, man?
But man will say recency bias, though. That's what they'll say. Recency bias, bro. That's what they'll say.
What, for United? That can't reasonably buy, brother. 13 league titles means that's 13 years. Take 13 years off most man's lives, even if you're like onk or whatever. You're a teenager, bro.
I hear that, but then in the flip side, then they'll say, so hold on though, football heritage, because what that means Man City are bigger than us. They're bigger than Liverpool.
In the Premier League,
they're more successful than Liverpool.
Yeah. In the Premier League, they are.
They are in the Premier League. You're right. However,
Premier League, no one's
this
saying a bigger.
is
No
where
one's
the
saying a bigger.
argument this is where the argument gets spooky, though.
Yeah, but remember, we could talk about history, yes, 100%. But at the end of the day, if my history, for example, has been in, so we could talk about school, for example. Man went primary school, secondary school, college, university. Now let's talk primary school, secondary school, college, university. Now, like in uni, I could have been more successful than you in uni.
Yep.
If that's the metric we're dealing with, then you can't now say, yeah, but in secondary school, like, man was successful in secondary school. I got
more GCSEs than you, but it's like, cool.
That's secondary school. You had more GCSEs, but I've got more degrees than you, bro.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, yeah. But all right, if we add up, so if we add up my 10 GCSEs and your 10 degrees, then we both got, no, we ain't got both 10 each, bro, because that was a lesser league. It's not this, I know you like, you won something there and you qualified, yes, but it's not the same. This is the highest level here. That was the highest level at that stage. This is a higher level, bro.
Yeah, you're right. It's a different league. It's not the same league. You're 100% right. It's the equivalent of college and university. Like, it's not the same league, innit? Like, there's different things at play now. There's obviously the influx of foreign players, the TV money. There's way more money to spend. It's more competitive now because of the money, so on and so forth. There are a lot of things that have changed, innit? But then you can say the same. But then you look at Arsenal as well, bro. Like, when you look at you man are FA Cup merchants, bro. Really?
No,
like,
we got leagues, but my man says something about Arsenal only won free and we ain't seen it. But they won it.
No, you've seen it. You've seen the Premier Leagues, but I'm saying a lot of
2003.
Arsenal fans today, bro, 2003, bro. Do you know what I mean? So there's brothers that were born in 2000, bruv, that are 25 and have not seen Arsenal win a trophy.
25,
now, the Premier League.
25, because 2003 was
no,
years ago.
Yes, but I'm saying if you're 25 years old, 3 years old, you wasn't watching Arsenal lift that trophy. Do you get it?
Boy, I've seen it.
No, but you have. But I'm saying, but there's Arsenal fans in
I saw
the chat
98.
right now.
I saw 98. I saw.
No, you have. But I'm saying there's Arsenal fans in the chat now that were born in 2000, yeah, or after 2000 that ain't seen Arsenal lift the trophy with their own eyes. They didn't see the title race. They didn't see it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where even if they want to claim all your titles in the Premier, they saw none. Most of your fans only saw one.
I get it, but at the end of the day, remember the argument is Premier Leagues. So whether they've seen it or not, we've still lifted right. 3 Prems.
I'm just using your club as an example of why it's a slippery slope, because I see Arsenal, yeah, as one of the biggest teams in the league because of the amount of title races and the rivalry with Man United. But when you actually look at the Premier Leagues you've won less than Chelsea, you've won less than Man City. And I don't see Chelsea and Man City as bigger clubs than Arsenal. I don't. Do you see what I'm saying? So
remember the difference there is, anyway, it's all semantics, but remember Chelsea had the billionaire money and City had the billionaire money. So when before FFP came in, them man just
they done the magic. Facts, they did.
So, but whereas United had money, but they didn't spam the league like that. United just was. You had good players, and you bought the best players every year. I remember that. Yeah. But it wasn't the same. Whereas Chelsea just spazzed out and just bought bare man.
No, I hear it. I hear it, but it's weird, and that's why it's like it's difficult to look at Liverpool fans and say, "All right, cool, all these trophies that you won in the 80s and that, now you man are counting them, but it's a different league." But then on the flip side, it's like, man can't dismiss them, because if I dismiss them, then I have to dismiss Arsenal, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not dismissing Liverpool. I'm just saying Liverpool won 2 leagues, 2 Prems. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. You're 100% right.
I got no skin in the game. I also won 3 Prems. I don't really. That's not my thing. I'm just saying that when people press on about 20 league titles, I'm like, it's not the same thing, bro. It's not. Liverpool's 18 in the first division when they were playing Oldham, Norwich, Preston, all these teams that are nowhere near the league right now, is not the same as when United were playing in the Prem against top teams.
But I wholeheartedly agree with this. But the reason why I still have to hear the Liverpool chat, yeah, is because I can't just say, yo, 2 Prems because I know what they have won. But the bottom line is, we're a bigger club than Liverpool anyway. You've seen it. Liverpool can't attract players. Even with all the fucking trophies they got, no one don't want to play for them. That speaks for itself. So you can't be a bigger club than Man United. Because we can sign Pogba and Zlatan here with no Champions League football, bro. And you man are shopping for endos and that. Like, bro, you can't chat to us. Like, this is the reality. Do you know what I mean? The man are trying to break the Asian market and them things there, bro. But you man can't chat to us. Do you know what I mean, bro? Man, we went and got your little fake Birkin and that, bro. Like, endo, get out of here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, brother. You can't chat to us. This is ridiculous, bro. Like, you lot just won the league, yeah? We're getting linked with the likes of Cunha and all them man there, yeah? And you're going to end up with some dead ballers. I know how the story goes. That Liverpool don't go out and sign no players at the top of their game, ever. They don't, because they can't. That's the reality. They can't pay the wages. And even if they could, man don't want to play for you. You just won the league, and you're not as attractive as United. You're probably not even as attractive as Arsenal, bro. That's the reality. You're not as attractive as Chelsea. Now, I can't lie. Liverpool's probably one of the least attractive teams in the top 6, bro. It's only Tottenham that are less attractive. I mean, the big 6. Only Tottenham are less attractive than Liverpool in the big 6. Only Tottenham. And no one wants to play for them. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them ones. Like, Liverpool's thing's crazy. Do you know what I mean? They got all them trophies, but they got no clout. They got no clout whatsoever. Like, this is what it is. No one wants to live in Liverpool. No one wants to live there, bro.
When you think about it, it's true, though.
It's true, bro. You know what I mean? It's true. No one wants to live there, bro. So it's just one of them things where it's like, bro, I don't make the rules. Like, you just got to look at all the Liverpool signings, like, over the years, bro. Like, they sign men that are no one and they make them someone. And that's great. Do you know what I mean? But for a team with all that rich history and all these other things, yeah, you should be able to go and get a Jude, missed out. Go get an Mbappe, missed out. Go get a Tchouaméni, missed out. Every time you go for a player, bruv, you missed out on Caicedo and Lavia. Yeah. Every time you try and get, bruv, in the same week. You know them way there, bro. Like, every time you get linked with players that have a little bit about them, you get rejected. And you get rejected publicly as well, bro. It's horrible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Zubamendi, rejected. Do you get what I'm saying? Man said he wants to stay at home. That's like when you try to draw a gal and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm not looking for a relationship, bro. And the next week she's got a man. That is crazy. That's what happened. He's at Arsenal. It's crazy. You won the league and he's going to Arsenal. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you see Liverpool, yeah, and that sounds weird, yeah, but, and people might kill me for this, but they've got no, like, star power over there. So, you know, like when Arsenal, for example, when Arsenal releasing their kits, yeah, you got Ian Wright involved. You got like it just looks like Arsenal's kits look like, yo, these kits are cold. Like, I want to wear these kits.
The best kits in the league every year, anyway.
Whereas Liverpool, like, there's never like no rollout with the kits. It's just the players wearing it on the poster. The man like, yo, safe.
Yeah, that man got Alan Hansen, bruv. Man have to roll up, bruv, rolling out Alan Hansen. Arsenal got Ian Wright. You know what I mean? Man United got Cantona, and they got Alan Hansen. Brother, it's crazy. No one don't care about Alan Hansen, bro. I'll be real. Like, this is the reality. Like, them man have got no drip, bro. There's nothing about them. They can't even wheel out Carragher. He's an Everton fan. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a mental.
Yeah, it's true, actually. They've got no...
mental. Like, who's your guys? Nah, bro, you ain't got no guys, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's actually true, like, still. Liverpool ain't got, like... Do you know what it is? I feel like, yeah, Liverpool's like a... You know, like, I think they're a club that just play football. You know, like there's certain clubs here that this is we play football and that's it. Whereas, you know, like you've got Arsenal, United,
yeah, bro,
maybe Chelsea-ish, and they've kind of like got a bit more like it's football, but there's other elements of the team. I remember when Stormzy done the little advert with Pogba, like there's a bit more to it, as in like when we, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Liverpool, I don't think I've seen the Liverpool advert and I've been like, oh, that's cold.
That man, I got no sauce, bro. This is what it is, bro. Like, you got no sauce. You're bland, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reality. Like, this is what I mean. That's why you can't say you're bigger than, because you don't have
no star power, innit?
No star power. You've got nothing about you. And players take that into consideration when they sign for clubs, bro. It's a fact.
You know Liverpool, yeah, you know what they'll do? You know, you say to the man, them, yo, we're going out, whatever. We say, oh, cool. And then my man just rolls up with trousers and shoes for no reason. You're like, brother, like this is not even a shoes event. Like that's Liverpool. They'll roll up in shoes, trousers, belt.
Yeah, but them man got the church strip on.
You know what I'm saying? The accountant drip. Man want to do the tax returns for man. But I said, no, man. It's like casual, like everyone's wearing trainers and jeans. What's happening? I went, I didn't know, I just thought,
bro.
That's Liverpool
that's
still.
Crazy. That man got the shirt and the tank top, bro. I swear down, it's mental. Nah, Liverpool are cooked, bro. I swear down.
You know what's mad? It's actually funny. Remember the time when they kit, the New Balance kit? That kit was
bro.
Garbage. That kit was crap, bro.
Brother, how did that man get away with that?
Well.
Brother, that was definitely a Man United fan design that, bro. That was sabotage, bro. When I saw that, I was like, yo. And they had that mad green thing as well. Hey, they got collapsed, bro.
Their kit this season is cold. I like their kit this season, though.
Yeah, what? Which one?
The home one with the white on the collar. I think that kit's all right still.
It looks better, but that's because they might have been clowned for a minute. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you lot can win all the trophies you want, yeah? Like, you man ain't got the culture, bro. This is the reality. You don't have it. So because of that, you still can't attract players, bro. Like, we don't make the rules. We don't make the rules. That's why Zubimendi's going Arsenal, bro. Like, that's why. You just won the league. You just won the league.
When the league is supposed to allow you to get anybody.
Bro,
in the league, players want to be like, yeah, I'm coming to use lot because
I'm going to the champions.
Yeah.
A man look at you as you're not that you won the league, but you're not the champions because man are like, are you gonna have it next year? Probably not. Pep gonna take that back. You know the ones like man are not rating you like that. It's the reality. Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard to hear, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You've never gone toe to toe with any big club yet and secured any baller, bro. It's never happened, bro. Like, and it never will.
It's true, because when you look at all their players, when they got Salah, no one was really after Salah.
No one.
When they got Firmino, no one was really after Firmino. When they got Mane, when they got Wijnaldum.
Yeah, when they got Mane, because we turned down paying the money. Van Gaal wanted Mane, and I wasn't sure about Mane because we got linked with Mane, 25 mil, and I was like, is that a bit too much? And then Liverpool ended up getting him, bro. And then it turned out it was a good signing. Van Gaal was right, but at the time I wasn't even sure about 25 million for Mane. I wasn't sure. Do you know what I'm saying? So they take the gamble on a lot of men that are not sure. You know what I mean? Man are not sure. Like Salah, man weren't sure about Salah because he already had a Premier League opportunity. It didn't work out. Like they got better than man that got something to prove kind of thing. Like people ain't really sure on them.
But you know what's mad about Salah? I remember seeing Salah at Fiorentina. No, sorry, was it Roma? It was at Fiorentina at Roma. He was on smoke. And I was like, oof. Can't lie, man. This ain't the same Salah that came to the league, bro. This is a different Salah. He was on smoke over there, bro. I remember still. I mean, we were having a conversation the other day about Mane and Salah, and obviously, because Salah's been coming out saying stuff in it, saying that obviously him and Mane didn't get on, but obviously they're professional, they've done their job, whatever. But you can see Klopp sided with Salah because there's times where he would take off Mane, and you see Mane getting vexed, like, you taking me off for not him, or saying like he's not passing. So who do you think was better out of Salah and Mane? And if you believe Mane was better, do you think he would have?
I think Mane was better, but Liverpool. No, Mane was better, but Liverpool made the right decision sticking with Salah because Salah aged better than Mane. Do you know what I'm saying? Mane's in Saudi now, and when he went to Germany, he didn't exactly tear the place up. You know them ones. I think Mane was better, but bro, the age on his passport probably wasn't the right age, bro. So they done the right thing because he fell off a cliff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pull up his statistics.
He fell off a cliff, bro, when he left Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. I think age caught up with him, my brother. That's what I think. So it's just one of them ones. Like, I think they made the right decision in the long term. But for sure, Mane was the better player. He was a better all-round player. I don't dispute that. But I think they made the right decision still.
Let me see now.
Like post Liverpool. Like, what's he done? I don't really know.
So for Liverpool, he had 269 appearances, 120 goals, 38 assists. trophy, Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, EFL Cup, UEFA Super Cup, FIFA Club World Cup. So man came and won everything, bro. Bayern Munich, 38 appearances, 12 goals, 6 assists. He won the Bundesliga title 22-23. And in Saudi, he's got 19 goals in 44 appearances, 7 assists.
It's 1 in 2. It's all right. Like,
no, he's all right. And I remember he won the African Nations, beat Egypt in the final and that.
True. Nah, he's had a good career. Don't get me wrong, but do you know what I'm saying? Salah's still playing at the top level and still competing for golden boots at the top level. Just one.
But it's mad, it's hypothetical. The only thing is, we'll never know, innit? Because I feel like him going to Bayern, I don't think he wanted to leave, but he just had to go somewhere in it, like at that time. So maybe Bayern wasn't the right fit for him. He should have stayed in the Prem. I think if he stayed in the Prem, he would have tore it up.
Yeah, possibly.
But and then I think he just, when Saudi came in, it's the money, bro. A lot of man, it's that conundrum where, do I want to stay competitive, or do I want to get paid for the rest of my life and not have to worry about anything after this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people look at man and say, why are you going Saudi? Whereas it is like, bro, I hear you, like Ivan Toney. Man are saying, brother, man's on 300 bags a week, tax-free. Or you want me to stay here and fight for England place that I'm not going to get.
Yeah, that I'm not going to get anyway. Yeah, 100%, bro. No, I hear it, bro. No, it makes a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean? It makes a lot of sense, bro. But I think Mane was definitely better. But Liverpool, on the whole, I don't think they're going to do much. I think they might sign... Actually, I don't even see them signing a more key player. I don't think they're that kind of club. They've been linked with Kirkes and Frimpong. I think they signed both of them. And I think that they signed a midfielder. Like, they've been linked to Ryan Cherky. I don't think they're brave enough to sign someone like Ryan Cherky. I think that someone like Xavi Simons or something like that would be more likely. Florian Wirtz, they don't have a chance in hell of signing because they're not a big enough club. He goes to Man City. He goes to Man City, or he goes to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I think those
Xavi Simons is decent.
Yeah,
I think Kirkes and Frimpong are good signings for them. But again, that's the kind of team Liverpool are. They're gonna sign functional players that do a job, but they can't pull a star, bro. Like, they don't have that about them.
Yeah, they need. But the funny thing is, Frimpong could. No, actually, no, he won't. I was gonna say Real, but no, because they got Trent.
They got Trent now, yeah.
Yeah. I'd love Xerxes at Arsenal, man. I think he's cold, bro.
Who's that? Cherky?
Yeah, I think he's cold, bro.
He's everything Arteta isn't. You know them ones there. Like, Arteta would not like that guy at that team, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not physical enough. He's not tall enough. He's not safe enough. Everything about Ryan Cherky is like, bro, Arteta's worst nightmare, bro. He's a baller, but Arteta don't want players like that there, bro. He wants wingers like Trossard and Martinelli that work back, bro, and do the dog work for the team, innit? And don't score goals. That's what he's on. He's not on any Ryan Cherky. That could never happen.
But you know what's mad is that they said the same thing about who played the other day. Barcelona against Real Madrid. Yeah, they were saying that after Barcelona had the whole game against Inter, where it was like extra time and whatever, that they still ran more than Real Madrid on the weekend. As in, like, I don't know if you saw that game when they went up 2-0 and then I think they won it. I think it's 4-2 in the end.
Yeah, 4-2. Yeah. I was watching another game at the time. A 4-3, sorry. Mbappe got a hat-trick, didn't he?
Yeah. But it's kind of like, and same with PSG, like a lot of these teams now, if the manager gets in their head and the players buy into it, they become a madness, bro. Same with Inter as well. Like certain players, like, because the thing is, we've always got this thing in our head here that luxury players don't defend in it.
No, they do, but the system defends, bro. That's what people need to
understand. But I feel like a lot of these teams now, like back in the day, for example, you get Ronaldinho. I'm not saying he didn't defend, but certain managers will say to Ronaldinho or Bergkamp, don't worry about defending, man. The rest of the team would do it. Whereas now,
I don't think your manager ain't a risk taker enough to allow such a thing, bro. That's why he doesn't even play with a striker. He wants everyone behind the ball.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like a lot of teams now are doing that in general. That it's not just Arteta. I feel like Luis, what's his name again in PSG? Luis Enrique in PSG, Inzaghi in Inter, the my man at Barcelona. He's got everyone that the whole team defends as a whole.
Yeah.
And we go forward as a whole. Whereas now, that's what it is now. Whereas back in the day, you had man that maybe ran more than others to make up for his lack of running.
Yeah.
But because he's such a good player, we let him go. Like, whereas now, managers looking at players like, that's what you said the Enrique video with him and
Mbappe,
and he's just telling him, brother, you can be the best player in the world, but you need to track back, you need to do this and that. And Mbappe's like, yeah, man got sold next year. Next year. Man wasn't listening, bruv.
Yeah, facts.
But then Dembele, you can see Dembele's listen. Dembele now plays all over the place. You can see Dembele's focus. You can see he's a different player.
Yep, 100%. No, that's right, man. But I think more of these modern managers are going towards being control freaks, trying to think for the players, taking freedom away from the players, and that's why football's dying.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why football is dying. I think a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these footballers, they do have the ability to do more, but they're not allowed to. They're actually not allowed to. When you see players like Jack Grealish, the demise of Jack Grealish needs to be studied, bro, in university.
I saw a video of him. I saw a video of him yesterday, but like he was cold, bro.
Brother, he's England's most talented player, yeah. And
he was the most fouled player at the time, innit?
He's ridiculous, bro. Like, he's England's best player. Like, if man allow Grealish to do whatever he wants on the football pitch, he's better than all these men, bruv. He's better than all of them, bro. Like, it's the reality. He's better than Foden. He's better than all these men that they're talking about. Respectfully, like, them man can't chat to him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Foden's on the left as well. That right.
Yeah, but Foden's is you, blood. You know them ones. Them man are saying, Foden's and do you know what I mean? The Minos and the Palmers and all these man, bro. Like, Cole Palmer's a bad man, but respectfully, bro, he ain't talking to Jack Grealish, bro. Like, what Grealish is able to do, how he's able to carry the football, go past players, score goals, win fouls, do it, bro. Listen, if you let this guy play, you can't, bruv, he's unplayable, bro. Like, there's certain players I've watched in the Premier League where Alexis for Arsenal was one of them. They man just pick up the ball and just play football on their own. They don't even need no one. You know what I mean? Yaya Toure was like that. Man was just like, bro, give me the ball. Let me try a thing, bro, on their own.
Mane was like that as well.
Yeah, Mane done it sometimes as well. He could pick up the ball and just play it on his own. Like, there's certain man that don't need teammates, bro. They don't need it, bro. Rooney was like that for us. Hazard was like that. He's that ilk of player. Just give me the ball, bro. Suarez as well for Liverpool. There's a few men that we've seen in the Prem where it's like, run me the ball, I'ma just do my thing. Yeah. And he's that good, bro. He was doing it as a teenager, bro, in low leagues, but in the championship, man, getting kicked up, bro.
And then he came to the Prem, he done it in the Prem as well.
Brother, man, remember when the brother ran on the pitch and attacked, man, bro. You know them ones there, and the man bagged the goal, blood. Man's bagging knee slides in front of away fans and that, bro. He was a real demon. You get me? Grealish, bro, he had everything. You know what I mean? And Pep has taken all that away from him, and now man are slandering him. So it's one of them things where Pep's turned him into a streets won't forget player, you know. And this brother's got real levels. He got real levels. So this is what modern football's done to these players, bro. You know what I mean? It's not one player. There's a lot of these players that we're watching week in, week out that have way more in their locker than we'll ever know because we'll never see it. Because the managers don't allow these men to play. They don't allow them.
My only thing is, the reason why the Jack Grealish one I don't like here is because you bought him a particular player in it. For example, like if it's like a Saka and you've seen Saka develop, you kind of seen how he is as a player. So man will like, do you know what I'm saying? You've seen him get better every season, but he's a certain type of player, whereas you still saw Grealish was a dribbler, like gets the ball, attacks players, whatever. That's what you bought him for.
Yeah, he was a creative player.
He's creative, but now you've turned him into this brother that, like, to be fair, there was a point in time where I think there was a season when he was at City that I do believe he became a better footballer in terms of all-round footballer, in terms of decision-making was a lot better. But then I think it tipped too far over. Because I think what happened is when they won the treble, everyone believes this is the greatest team in the world. Pep can do no wrong. Whatever he says goes. So, and you could see Jack Grealish was he didn't have the arrogance of like an Ibrahimovic or someone like that says, no, I know my worth. I know how I play, man. Allow me, man. You know, like a Doku, for example.
Yeah, but even if Grealish plays like that, Grealish knows that Pep will just drop him. Them man have been beaten.
But like sometimes I get it, but sometimes I know it sounds mad, but I'd rather you drop me for me playing as I want it. Because remember, when you look at Doku, he's still doing the same shit he was doing. Like it might be annoying for Pep, but when I get the ball, I'm going at this right back. I'm dropping bare shoulder. That's what I do. When you want that, call me. If you don't want it, leave me on the bench. Where Grealish is on the vibe of let me try and change and adapt. Man, still put him on the bench.
Yeah, facts.
So now I've kind of lost my sauce. I'm not really playing. Remember when he played for England when he played Ireland, he had a good game.
Bruv, he was the best player on the pitch. He scored as well, bro. And he was playing centrally, bro, because Carsley knows how to play Jack. He's playing Jack like the old Jack in the middle with a free roll to play. But Pep never gonna give him that free roll. He should have given him the free roll that De Bruyne had. Once De Bruyne's legs gone, then you would have seen Grealish would have absolutely sourced it. But Pep wants to be too safe. Grealish is a risk because he picks up the ball. He tries to dribble in areas that maybe you shouldn't dribble. He tries to do all the wrong things in the eyes of the manager. And he's another control freak. And Arteta was brought up under Pep. Another control freak. A lot of these. Amarim's another one. He wants to control everything. Now, a lot of these modern managers want to control every aspect of football, bro. And football is supposed to be an art form, innit, bro? And they're stifling artistic players, bro. These men are all robots now. So, I don't know. It's dead. It's dead, but this is football now, man. Unfortunately. So, Maresca's another one's doing the same thing.
But it's interesting, though, because when people see Yamal or they see certain players, everyone's like, oh, my God, the beautiful game, this, that. And I'm like, boy.
Yeah, your managers couldn't deal with a youth like that because they're not allowing it. They're stifling his creativity. You can tell that you can tell their manager don't tell him anything.
No, I hear what you're saying, but you see Yamal, like I feel like there's certain players that they do their thing, you just have to like rate it. And I feel like Yamal's one of them players that you might try and coach him at the beginning. Because remember, when you look at Yamal from when he started, I think it was like last season, I don't know if you remember the game when he was supposed to pass to Lewandowski and he didn't, and he shot.
Yeah.
And Lewandowski was hotting him up, like, and Yamal was like, "No, it's cool." And Lewandowski was like, "You mad? Pass the ball." You could see it, and you could see Yamal was like, he didn't have he just looked like not scared, but he looked like he wasn't sure what was going on. Fast forward another season, I'm seeing Yamal take shots and bop off, bro. No one checking.
He's got that arrogance now.
Arrogant thing, like he's shooting, and you know the ones where you say, "Oh, sorry." Man's jogging off. He scored
that's it.
He said, told everyone, come back, let's go again. You can see player.
Now he's grown into the.
He's grown from one season to
So Lewandowski can't shout him no more. You know there was.
So I feel like certain players, like they mature faster than others, and then now when you could have molded them and changed something, that window's gone now, bro. I know who I am now. You can't. I know I'm 17. You man can't tell me that, bro. I know who I am.
Like, bro, he's the wonder kid. Man can't tell him that. You think Lewandowski can tell him anything? That's like, bro, you earn more money than your dad, and your dad tells you to clean your room, blood. It's like, what? Nah, you clean my room, blood. What's that saying? Clean what?
Actually, I'm gonna move out. You pay your own bills.
That's it, bro. Man, to clean your room. What? Yeah, better yet. Yeah, that allowance. Yeah, man, might have to just stop that. Real. Now, what are you talking about? That's what it is. Man, I can't chat to Lamine, bro. You get me? And this is what it is. He's a bad man. So it's just, I don't know. It's a mad thing. You can't chat to that youth. And I believe every team, really kind of has a player that should have the same kind of freedom, even if he's not as good, bro, because this is where you get the moments from. Chelsea had that in Parma last season, not this season. You know what I'm saying? But every team's kind of got a player that's kind of capable of doing those things. If Jesus was fit, he's a player for Arsenal that's capable of producing magic, bro. Even if it's not scoring a goal, he might go on a crazy run or something like that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like every
a lot of managers nowadays, unfortunately, back in the day, I don't think the job was as cutthroat. Like it now, because of social media and whatever, it's just everything's just different. So managers now on a vibe of, I could go for this luxury player and it could be magic, but we could lose and my job's on the line, man. I need to be a bit safer. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, United are lucky this season because Almiron, if this is any other season, if this is Almiron at the beginning of the season and he's your manager, he gets sacked halfway through the season. There's no way you can lose that many games and still keep your job. But because of United getting him in late, because of it's not his team, he's allowed this grace. But most managers don't get that much grace, bro.
Yeah, his Clout should get sacked anyway. I'll be honest. The guy that replaced him at Sporting has already been sacked, and they're on to their third manager. So he's lucky to still be here.
That was his assistant, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the youth team coach, I believe. The second team coach got promotion, and then he got sacked already. You get it? So it's one of them ones. Amarin should have been sacked anyway, bro. The difference is when they promoted my man from the team, they didn't have to pay for him. You know them, man. So it was easy to dismiss him.
I think social media is a bad thing as well, because even I don't know if you saw the Palmer interview, and he was kind of like talking to the woman after the game, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't really like social media. I see people talking about me on social media and whatever, but I don't pay attention to it." I'm like, you just saying that let us know you do.
Yeah, because how do you know, man, are saying shit? Yeah.
But see what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of footballers, managers, they see the fans talking. Because remember, like the way the algorithm works, you cannot follow pages, but one of your brethren will see it. Or it might pop up on your phone and you see your own fans dissing you, saying you're shit, like you're not good, or he's falling off, or other rival fans saying he's not that good. Like people don't realize, like, I know these men get paid a lot of money, but
they can't get away from it.
You want to hear that, bro.
Yeah, they can't get away.
You. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of players are affected by social media. Back in the day, United playing a game, Arsenal, once you leave the stadium, that's it. You might get maybe newspapers only say something, but forget the newspaper.
Yeah, because it's not, you're only hearing the voice of the journalist. You're not hearing hundreds of thousands or millions of voices. You're not hearing it.
But imagine nowadays, but in them days, the next time is when you get to another game, that's when whether the fans like you or not, you'll understand. Whereas now, as soon as you leave the game, bare videos, bare football feeds.
Yeah, you're trending before you leave the stadium.
Mad.
You know that one. So football's a madness. It's an absolute madness. I can't lie, bro. So yeah, man. Oh, you lot, let's get these lights up, people. We're just we're like 60, 70 away from the lights target. So get these up. And yeah, sub to Marv as well. The link is in the title. You already know what time it is, man. Yeah, let them know. Was it Friday you lot go live, innit?
No, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. we go live. No, 9 p.m. we go live on Free Shots.
Okay, Tuesdays. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, just look out for that. You lot already know. You got anything coming up for the rest of the week?
Nah, man. I'm starting to run again, so I'm gonna hit a run club today.
But you know them ones there, the real definition of speed dating. You know them ones, them man out here.
Hearing still, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying to get my fitness up because I ain't since I ruptured my Achilles in 2021. I ain't run since, bro. So
well, why can't you run on your own, blood? I used to just put on my headphones, blood, go for the late night runs, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Just street lights, blood. 11 p.m., bro, outside when everyone's in the yard.
I want to push myself a bit. I want to because sometimes you know you can measure 400. So
yeah. At
the time I can see, all right, what did I get? 400, 800. Like I want to measure my time in it.
So what? They're going down a track?
No, it's at a track, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at a track. So
no fears. You know what I'm saying? No, that makes sense then. All right, fair play. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, do your thing. You lot. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. Make sure you sub up. Man, I'm gonna redirect to Months. I think. Yeah, I don't think he started. Who else is live? If there's someone live now, we can redirect there. If not, Months, I think he's got a show that starts at 7:30.
Who's playing today? Is it
There's Barcelona playing today, but yeah, Barca are playing today, I think. I believe.
Oh, against Athletic. Oh no, against Espanyol.
Okay, yeah, something like that.
And Atletico Madrid.
That's it. So yeah, they're there. Okay, man said Saeed's live. All right, we'll redirect to Saeed, people. But yeah, man, Barca live. So yeah, it's one of them ones. And then tomorrow morning, guys, man's back here for Red Talk, people. And then man's got boxing after, and then man got deluded and Lee Gunner. So we still got 3 shows. We still got 3 shows tomorrow as well, man. So we're active, people. You know what I mean? So make sure you lot run up these likes, man. You know what I mean? If you haven't watched the shows from earlier as well, then you can double back. We had a couple good shows as well. So yeah, man, love everyone. And yeah, drop a Rants raid inside each chat, blood.